episode 557. Thank you all for listening to episode 556. Mommy Comes Home. I am Gray on the bottom, here with my co-host.
Bear in the middle.
And Parrot on top.
No, Mommy's on top, you damn it. You
No,
fucked
it's
up my
Parrot.
sandwich. Now it's a bear
Parrot
sandwich.
now.
Now it's a bear sandwich. Thanks a lot, Parrot.
Do you expect anything less than my return? Fuck it all up.
Return of the bird.
Oh, you didn't mess anything up. I think that was perfect.
It was great. And now we've got the bird returning to the show. Love it. Haven't seen the bird in a couple weeks. What is this? You were gone, 3 weeks from the show?
Yep.
Damn. It was just me and Bear holding down a fort.
As always.
Doing our best.
Yeah, we had a long sports episode a couple weeks ago. It was good. I think it was after the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It was, damn it.
I watched the Super Bowl on a boat in Key West.
Nice.
Yeah, Parrot was living the life. Got to swim in the ocean, do some fishing, do the bird thing.
Oh.
Caw-caw. So, thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter or X and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Over the Line Podcast. Brandon will hook you up with that merch deal. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Las Vegas, Nevada.
I know a guy that might be doing some part-time shit for Sean soon.
Nice.
Yeah. We may or may not know him.
I have a feeling we may know him if you said that.
Yes, we may. So we'll see. We may, but it allows that person to work and do some shows. So I appreciate that.
Boom.
Boom. So hopefully that goes well for that gentleman. Thank you to Paper Denim Art. Go to Facebook, check out Paper Denim Art. Tell Danny what you are looking for, and she will hook you up with that deal. Thank you to, we got so many damn thank yous. Gray Key Merch. Email us, graykeymerch@gmail.com, and tell us if you need any vending or festival needs for your merchandise, and we will help you out on the vending side. Thank you to Sparty Steve, and last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Yeah, make sure you get over to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation when you mention Over the Line Podcast. And in the meantime, get to Amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. The greatest thing to ever happen to this podcast is COVID.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we always would meet here at my house on Wednesdays, and now it wouldn't be bad for you. Parrot, it would suck. Cody would never see, like we do now. So it'd kind of be like it is now. But it is so much better to do it this way on Zoom, less getting shit out and putting it on the table and trying to record it and doing the Audacity thing. Once we figured out Zoom, it was like, man, this is rocking and rolling. This is how you do a podcast.
Yeah, made it a lot easier and saves on gas.
Yeah.
Better.
Thank you to Sunoco, unofficial sponsor of today's show.
You don't miss freezing in your garage recording a podcast?
Oh, God, that was brutal.
Or sweating our asses off in the garage recording a podcast, too.
Yeah.
Either or.
And then when we got to the house, took over the room, worked out, and then, COVID hit, and I was trying to figure it out on the phone, what we do, and it was crazy. And then finally we're like, wait a minute, Zoom can do this for us.
Mm-hmm.
This is perfect. This is what we need to do. And since then we record. What was the last episode we did in person? 400? I think so. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we had episode 400. It's the last one we did in person. Man, that's been a long time. Couple years almost, but it's fine. Whatever. Is what it is. So
yeah,
let's go to golf, man. Parrot. All I gotta say is, and before you go into what happened last week, Parrot has not missed a cut yet. He is leading the way in golf.
I mean, dominating per se. But yeah, we had an interesting one at the Mexico Open. Jake Knapp, a bouncer 2 years ago in Canadian.
What? Really?
Bouncer. Yeah, he was bouncing. He was going around on the a couple of the smaller tours, Corn Ferry. Didn't make it, ended up bouncing 2 years ago at a bar in Canada. Kind of making money to keep golfing because he knew he had it in him. I think it's his I don't know if it was fiance or wife. I can't remember who it was, but She supported him quite a bit, got him back in, won a Corn Ferry Tour, which got him into the Mexico Open, and I'm sorry, won an event on the Corn Ferry Tour, which got him to the Mexico Open. Which winning the Mexico Open got him now. He will be playing in the Masters, so and the PGA, and I think it gets him a 2-year card on tour. So he won $1.4 million. Gets 2-year card on tour, gets to go to the Masters and PGA Championship this year, and gets to be in some big money events. I think he's 52 in the OWGNR standings now. So good for him, man. It's a good story. He shoots 67, 64, 63, shoots 71 on Sunday, hit 3 fairways. I think they said it was the first time ever a player was like under 40% on fairways hit to win on Sunday. So impressive there. Didn't have his best stuff and still ended up winning by 2. So good for Jake Knapp, man. It's good story. And actually it's funny because his girlfriend actually flew in Saturday to Mexico Saturday night so she could watch him on Sunday because, he was probably like, yeah, I got no shot of this. So pretty cool there. Sammy Valimaki, who I've not seen before, but I watched him play. I did watch all of golf on Sunday, actually, just to see these guys because I've never seen them before. And dude played really well, ended up shooting 69 on Sunday, just so close to making a few putts that could have got him there, and he just missed a few. He could have definitely been up there. I think he was down by 1 on like hole 12 or 13, and then Knapp ended up birdieing and going back up by 2 again and pretty much held that the rest of it. So pretty fun tournament actually for the Mexico Open. CT Pan, Steven Yeager, Justin Lower were 3rd, Patrick Rogers, Bobby McIntyre, Carson Young tied 6. I'm sorry, Rogers and McIntyre tied 6. Carson Young, Doug Gim, Andrew Novak, Eric Van Ruin, and Chan Kim all tied 8th for your top 10. For us, 3 of us made the cut. I forgot there's 6 of us. 3 we split 3 and 3 this week. Unfortunately for Greg, Cody, and Jeremy, all their golfers missed the cut. Taylor Pendrith, obviously Cody didn't pick, so we gave him a nobody. Renato Nalu and Jeremy and Sam Stevens, who actually was one of the top 5 favorites for the tournament, ended up missing the cut. Dub gets a 52 out of Nikolai Hosgaard. Parrot gets a 13 out of Steven Yeager, and I get the 3rd, out of Tony Finau, and I get the 3rd out of Steven Yeager, who's been playing some good golf. I sneak him into my DraftKings lineups about every week, and the dude always is like top 20. So it's a good time to get me a top 3, and he's playing again this week. Can't pick him, but if you are in DraftKings, Steven Yeager, though they finally priced him up a little bit. He used to run at about 7,700, and they've moved him up, I think, to 8,900 this week. So not great. But this week, we're finally hitting the Florida swing. It means we're getting closer to spring. This was the Honda Classic forever. Now it's the Cognizant Classic, played at PGA National, Jack's course. One of the toughest events, non-major, they're going to play all year. I think I read a stat actually that 6 of the last 10 years, it was the toughest non-major course, of the 4, obviously, right? Not counting Sawgrass. It's played tougher than Sawgrass, and it will play tougher than Sawgrass probably again this year. The thing with PGA National, it's right on the water. You get a lot of breezes, especially now in Florida. So it'll be a very interesting week pending on it. The last few years, actually, we've been in double digits for the scores. Chris Kirk won last year at 14 under. Straka at 10 under the year before that. Matt Jones at 12 under. But the last few years before that, it was all single digit scoring. So it depends the weather we get. You could definitely see some single digits this week for the winner and a really tough course. So it would be a good event, though. I think we have 15 of the top 50 playing. 19 of the top 50, playing this week. So pretty big. And, it's right near Jupiter, Florida, where a lot of the guys live. Rory lives there. Obviously, Tiger, he's not playing this week, but Rory, Matt Fitzpatrick, Andrew Sevenson, a lot of these guys live on this course pretty much and play here a lot. So that's why you see their names up there higher on the favorites list. But this week, Parrot, 25.9 starting off. I'm at 29.3. Jeremy at 37.4. Gray at 41.4. Dove at 44.6. And Cody at 56. So Parrot gets first run at PGA National this week.
I'm going with Russell Henley.
Former champion here. Russell, I wear a Henley for Parrot. Good pick.
Yeah. Love that.
I'm going with Daniel Berger this week. I think he's finally healthy. He's made 2 or 3 cuts this year, but he's another guy who has played well at this course and lives around Jupiter, Florida, plays this course a lot. So if Daniel Berger is healthy, I can see him getting around here and getting me what I go for, top 20s every week. So hopefully he can do that for me.
I just changed my pick. So I'm going to go with Sugar Shane Lowry.
Okay.
Couple top fives past couple years here. Let's get the dub.
Big Irishman. Yeah. He attacks this course pretty well. So, but again, you get guys who can play in these weather conditions, right? You get the Europeans like a Fitzpatrick or a Shane Lowry who knows how to play in the wind. And if you get a windy sort of tournament, those are the guys who are going to be able to grind it out and get you those top 5s, top 10s, or wins. So it's a good pick this week. We know Cody ain't going to pick. Dub and Jeremy will get our picks. So we'll have that in this week.
On to NASCAR. One of the best finishes I have ever seen in terms of how close it was.
Yeah, it was definitely the best finish I think I've ever seen since probably that Darlington race with what was that, Ricky Craven and Kurt Busch, I think, when they were like just banging into each other. I mean,
it's the coolest thing I've seen, and it won't ever top it, but Ross Chastain ripping the fucking outside wall at Martinsville. Nothing will ever top that for me. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen on a NASCAR, but it wasn't for the finish. It was just to get to the playoff or get to the next round of the playoffs. He finished, 6th or whatever, just passing Hamlin. That was 100% the coolest thing I've ever seen on a track. This race, though, in general, was probably the best race and finish that NASCAR has had. And definitely the best race. The finish maybe ever, but definitely the best race they've had in a long time, especially after a wreck on lap fucking 2.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I even sent that to you guys. Like, are we watching Xfinity again or what? Like, good grief. I mean, these guys.
You're like, because I wasn't watching yet. And you guys were like, well, wreck. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Lap 2. And I mean, just the way they were running the whole time, it was crazy. I mean, they were just running hard, running fast, and yeah, there was no teammates in that Atlanta race. So,
Parrot, did you ever get to see the finish?
I saw a picture of it, but I never watched it.
Dude, it was literally the coolest thing. Just to watch. I'm like, holy shit! Because of course, I was pulling for Kyle Busch. Didn't even realize I took Suarez. Totally forgot about it. Suarez ends up winning the race. Forgot I took him. I
didn't even remember you took him either. When I pulled this up to put mine in, I was like, oh, look at Greg. Good for him, because I totally forgot about it.
Totally forgot who I picked.
I don't even think you played him in League or in DraftKings. I don't think you played him in either.
I played him. I did not play him in the league, and I don't think I played him in DraftKings. I played pretty much my lineup for both in that, and that was kind of the dumbest thing ever, by the way. Shouldn't have done that. And because I mean, they fucking wrecked. But I mean, it still did okay, but I'm still in the wall. And then unfortunately, my mother-in-law is furthest in the wall.
Yeah, I saw that. Sorry, Connie. You'll get there though. You'll get there.
She will. She'll start doing some studying and be like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, there's it's early, and when you go super speedway, pretty much super speedway, I mean, you're just, like I say, you're throwing darts at a wall. These next few weeks are the weeks where cream will rise to the top. So that you have to. This is where you start bringing the big dogs out here again. At these skill tracks, your Vegases, your Phoenixes, your Bristol, not on the dirt, real Bristol. We're back for the Food City 500 in a couple weeks. Like, exciting stuff coming up.
Right. And here, before we get into some of this stuff, let me show this to Parrot. I want him to see this.
Yeah, killer finish. Be able to watch it. If you didn't watch it, You guys need to pull it up or listen when Gray has it up here.
Parrot, can you see this?
Yep.
Is it playing for you?
Yeah, now it is. It's like picture frames, but it's playing.
Hold on. Because when we share this, it's always a pain in the ass. Hold on. All right, so Parrot, now you should be able to see it. You ready for it?
Yep.
The support from the back.
So this is the last lap.
And you just kind of knew the way they were pushing. It was about to get crazy.
Yeah, see,
Especially
Kyle
when
went to the middle.
Kyle went to the middle, I thought he was done. I thought he was dropping.
Oh, I did too.
And then Bubba follows him, and I was like, oh man, Blaney's fucked.
Look at this.
Here
Parrot.
they come to the flag. 3 abreast.
I thought Blaney had him too.
I did too.
I think it's Blaney. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So Clint Boyer.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Scoring. Scoring has the margin between the first 3 cars at 0.0.
That was so close.
How awesome was that?
That was.
I love Clint Boyer.
Yeah, when they showed this, I'm like, it's Suarez. Because it's who gets to the yellow.
Yep.
Because it looks like Blaney the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm
and
sitting
then,
there.
boom.
Frame stop motion to the line. That's too close to call.
My God, dude.
Unbelievable.
I thought
Wow.
it was Blaney, but that picture right there, I think they all win. Unbelievable.
They,
That was awesome.
they all win. Yeah.
And then
That's
Ross
cool.
goes out with him like, go back to your home.
Well, them Trackhouse guys stick together, man.
They do.
Suarez did it with Ross a couple of times last year, so yeah. So Suarez doesn't need to win on a road course. Wins Atlanta. He's finished. I think he had top 10s the last 3 times there. So it's not a track that he does bad at. He does very well at Atlanta, and he got a win, well deserved. So yeah.
So he's in the playoffs.
Yep, he's in the playoffs. 2 different winners, Byron and Suarez, to start the year. So we've also had 2 different winners. So hopefully we can make a 3-peat of this. But yeah, we had a dub take Ty Gibbs. I had Justin Haley. Gray obviously had Suarez, who won. Cody had Logano. Parrot had Chris Buescher, and Jeremy had Chase Elliott. Chase got Jeremy a 15. Buescher got a 9 for Parrot. 28 out of Logano, the win out of Suarez, a 20 out of Justin Haley, and a 10 out of Ty Gibbs. So your updated standings after 2 weeks in NASCAR, we have Dub at 12. We have myself at 24, Gray at 13, Cody at 24, Parrot at 5, and Jeremy at 10.
So Parrot with 5. By the way, before we get into that, Jeremy gave me his pick for golf, Adam Svensson.
Good pick. Very good pick. So, yeah. So, Parrot, first on golf, first on NASCAR. Where are you going this week for Las Vegas?
I'm going Tyler Reddick.
All right.
And Jeremy, who's in second, is going with Kyle Larson.
Well, who are we going to pick for Cody before you take yours? Who screams Las Vegas?
Ross Chastain. Partier, watermelons, drives well there. So we're actually giving him a decent pick.
All right, Ross Chastain for Cody.
Who has by the way, the best average finish here in the last 2 years.
Does he?
Yeah, he's finished average 5.5, 3 top 5s. You go. I'm at 13. Shit.
Well, yeah, I'm last.
I am gonna go. I thought about Larson. I don't want to use him yet, so I'm gonna use the homegrown hero here, and one of my favorite drivers, Kyle Busch.
Very nice. I am going with Jeremy here. I'm definitely going Larson. I've used Kyle Larson at tracks where it seems like I pick him at the wrong spot. So I'm going to use him here. He's won. He's finished third. He's won. I think he's got 2 out of the last 4 wins here. So, yeah, man, I'm definitely going to go Larson here. I need to get myself out of the Jimmy Johnson and Justin Haley phase, which is fine. I've used 2 nobodies, so I'm not too mad about it. But yeah, get myself a good finish out of Larson this week. Get some technical racing this week.
Perfect. And can you give us the updated standings on trivia? He's typing it right now.
Man, Jeremy's on the ball today. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Yes, sir.
All right, so updated trivia standings. We have Gray at 29.5, Cody at 3, myself at 12.5, Dub and Parrot at 0.
This is Parrot's week. Drinking a beer. Is that a Modelo?
What?
Was that a Modelo?
No.
Stone Cold.
What?
What?
Was it? Miller
What?
Lite?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Boring. All right. Love the picks. Here's the trivia.
Boring.
J.J. McCarthy may be a first-round pick. If so, it would be the second year in a row a quarterback going by initials has gone early in the draft. C.J. Stroud last year. In the Super Bowl era, who are the only other two quarterbacks going by initials who've been selected in the first round? Both were picked by the same franchise, and both were picked this century, worth 3 points each. I hope my golfer does better than last weekend's pick. So quarterbacks that go by initials.
2 quarterbacks go by initials, and they've been selected in the first round, and they were picked by the same team. Both
T.W. Aikman.
in the RG3. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, does that count?
No, I don't think so. His name is always Robert Griffith III. I don't think I don't think we're going by nicknames here.
No, I don't think we are either. J.J. Watt.
Oh, shit. I got to think about this one for a second. I'm just trying to think about quarterbacks in general.
Yeah, no kidding.
Y.A. Tittle. When was he picked? 1960s. What century was he saying?
Super Bowl era.
I don't even think Y.A. Tittle was that century. Man,
that's a hard one.
It's got to be like the fucking Browns who picked 97 quarterbacks this.
T.I. Couch.
I'm trying to at least just think of one quarterback that goes by initials.
I know one.
I know one, but
yeah, he definitely wasn't first round.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drawing big blanks right now.
Yep.
I don't even think I'm going to have a guess. I can't even think of one quarterback that has initials.
All right. Whatever. I'm going with this. I'm getting 0.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I got one in my head. So where is he drafted? He definitely wasn't the first round, but maybe he was.
I mean, you got all these other people that were like T.Y. Hilton, J.K. Dobbins, but they're not quarterbacks.
I know. I'm done. I'm done.
So am I. This is hard. Parrot, you done?
I'm hoping maybe I get my one and that would be it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, A.J. McCarron. I'm like, I don't think he was RG3. I'm putting it in. C.J. Beathard and T-Law. A.J. McCarron.
I don't think C.J. Beathard was a quarterback or was first rounder.
God, A.J. McCarron was not a first rounder, I don't think, but it's the only one that came to mind.
I think so either. And he get drafted by Cincinnati?
No, in this he was drafted by Washington, according to no, he wasn't. I'm just saying according to how I set this up. I know RG3 was Washington.
Yeah. I mean, God, I'm just sitting here like it took me a while just for CJ Beathard, and I was like, who the hell? I didn't even think of AJ McCarron. There's got to be another AJ somewhere.
AJ Foyt.
Ooh, what about TJ Yates? I don't think he was first round though. At least that's one, but the Texans.
JJ Yaley.
JJ, yeah, I think he drives a car.
He tries to really hard.
Well, yeah, he attempts to. All right, let's think of just quarterbacks while we wait for Jeremy. So we have three. We have AJ McCarron, CJ Beathard, and TJ Yates. There's got to be more. Oh my goodness.
I know. I went with Mac Jones. Maybe Mac stands for something else.
Yeah, dumbass Jones. Tom TB12. Does that count?
TB12.
He wasn't drafted this century though.
What about PJ Washington?
He wasn't first round, but that's a
He
good.
was-
Yeah. No, PJ.
No, he was
no,
drafted. He was like XFL.
it's not PJ Washington though, is it? EJ Manuel and JP Losman.
Oh, with the Bills. Oh
Yeah.
man, I forgot about EJ Manuel and JP Losman.
PJ Walker. That's who we were thinking of.
There you go. PJ Washington plays for the Mavericks, I think.
Yep.
Ugh, that is brutal.
That was tough.
I would have never guessed in a million years JP Losman was a first round pick. Now, EJ Manuel, I remember that was a terrible pick by the Bills, but whew, it's brutal.
So no points this week for anybody.
That's a stumper right there.
And he just mentioned sad news with the passing of Virgil. I know he's been the punchline of many jokes over the years, but I really enjoyed watching him in the WWF days. That's all I have this week. See you guys next week. Thank you, Jeremy, as always.
And Ole Anderson. So there's going to be one more.
Well, if you count Richard Lewis, that sucked because, I mean, he's not a wrestler, but yeah, I just watched because he's in Curb. And he was just 2 weeks ago on episode of Curb, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
and this is the last season of Curb. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, I saw that. There was somebody else who just died too. I saw. I can't remember. But yeah. Now, wrestlers, there'll be one more. There'll be one more somewhere.
Hopefully not. But we'll see.
Not.
Too many wrestlers. We're losing them left and right.
Unfortunately.
So let's talk about so you see that there's optimism about the 14-team playoff already.
We haven't played 12 yet. That's what I
know.
don't understand. What are we doing? We're really going to talk about a 14-team playoff and we haven't even done 1 year of 12 yet? I mean, come on. Like, this is ridiculous. This is it's just greed. It's all that it is. Total greed.
Yep. Let's talk about the NBA real quick. So, hottest team in the NBA right now is Boston. Best record in the NBA, 7.5 ahead of the Cavs, who, by the way, one of the best finishes for a guy, and then closes it out with, an awesome, 53-footer?
Yeah. Yes. It was an absolute beast of a shot by Maxi Strus. By the way, if you go back and look, Cavs were down by 10 with 2 minutes to go, and
Yeah, he had 5 threes in 2 minutes or 4.
Well, he hit 4 in a row, and then they did their back and forth, and then he hit the game winner. So yeah, 5 in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, well, Maxi Strus can ball, man. If he gets hot.
Where did he come from?
Miami.
That's what it was.
Yep, came from Miami. Absolutely just.
Parrot, did you see it?
No.
Here, hold on, I got you.
You can't have anybody get an easy shot. Leva has that tip by Mobley, but Doncic gets it back. Doncic dumps inside Washington, puts it in. 2 seconds left. The Cavs are out of timeouts. They have to go 94 feet. Strus from midcourt.
Oh, shit.
Do you believe?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah, he was absolute fire.
my goodness. Max Strus.
Because what? Weren't Travis and Patrick there?
Has won it for the Cavaliers.
I'm not sure if they were.
Behind midcourt.
I know they made
I know
a comment.
they were talking about it, but I'm not sure if they're actually there or
They
not.
have to go 94 feet. Strus from midcourt. Oh!
Just
Do you believe?
Absolutely.
Whoa! My goodness!
what a
Max Strus
finish.
from midcourt has won it for the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers call up.
Dude's a
heaven
stud.
for
Yeah, hell of a game of ball, or hell of a game of Dallas.
Dude is a stud. Just what a shot.
Yeah, I was looking at the standings. I wanted to. So Cavs are 7.5 out of Boston. Milwaukee's 8.5. Knicks are 11.5. They got injury problems with Randall. They're probably going to drop off a little. Heat and 76ers 13 back. Magic and Pacers both 13.5 back. Bulls and Hawks in the last two spots. And I could see Toronto making maybe a little bit of a run to get up there, but other than that, I think the East is kind of set. Brooklyn stinks. The Raptors have talent, but I think your 10 is going to be the 10 you see right now. I don't think anyone else is getting in there. Now, the West, on the other hand, I think go back and forth. You got Minnesota and Oklahoma City leading the West right now. Denver 2 games back, Clippers 3 games back, Pelly's 6.5 back, Suns 7 back, Kings 7.5, Mavericks 8, Warriors and Lakers 10.5 back, with the Jazz at 14.5 back with a good team. Houston also has a good team at 16 back, and I think the bottom 3 are going to stay there. Memphis with no more John Morant the rest of the year is done. Portland and San Antonio are just young teams. I mean, they got a lot to learn. They ain't going to get there. So I think you could still get 2 more teams there with the Jazz and Houston if they get hot into the West. But yeah, I mean, we're 2 months from the playoffs, I think.
Yep.
2 months from starting the playoffs in the NBA.
Just crazy. A lot of shit happening.
Yeah. Same with the NHL is kind of
Yep.
the same way right now. You got Florida leading the East. Florida and Boston are tied in the East. You got Toronto with 74 points, and don't look now. The Detroit Red Wings with 72 points. Winners of 6 in a row. I just heard last night they haven't won 6 in a row since 1922.
What?
Yep. How about that? I could have swore that stat was incorrect. Could have swore it was incorrect. But that's what they said on the broadcast last night. So insane. That's in the East. In the Metro, you got the Rangers with 81 points, Carolina with 76, Philly with 69, nice, and the
Giggity.
Devils with 64. And the Capitals with 63. Penguins are right behind them with 62. The Islanders right on them with 62. So, it's pretty tight bunch there in the Metropolitan. In the West, you have Winnipeg and Dallas and Western Central Division both tied with 79 points. Colorado right behind them with 77. Nashville 68. And then you got the Blues and Wild both with 62. Arizona and Chicago pretty much out of it. But your overall points leader right now is Vancouver. Vancouver Canucks are the best team in hockey with 83 points. And Vegas, 10 points behind them with 73. Vancouver's got a huge lead in the
Wait a
Pacific.
minute. Hold on. I think Vancouver was my surprise team. Aha, it was.
Nice.
They
Well,
were
they're
my
definitely
surprise team.
surprising because they are, they're leading the NHL right now, on pace for the President's Cup or President's Trophy.
The curse.
Yeah, exactly. And
Nobody wants that fucking trophy.
No, not at all. No one's won that in a while. You got Edmonton at 70 points, the Kings at 68, then you got the Flames with 63 and Seattle with 61. The Ducks and Sharks are pretty much dead and out of it. They're not very good. So yeah, a little running high. We got probably about a month left of hockey, a month and a half left of hockey before the playoffs start. So we're getting
Playoff
there.
hockey's the best.
Yes, it is. But right now, the Detroit Red Wings are the hottest team on the ice, along with Nashville. Both have actually won 6 in a row.
Damn.
Damn.
That's some good shit, pal. Good shit, pal.
Great shit.
All right. So we've got AEW Revolution. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, there's only nine fights on this, which is surprising. I figured there would be
Don't worry, they'll add 19 more.
We're gonna be working overtime just to put extra fights in. Because this is Sting's last pay-per-view, right? He's done now. He's retiring after the pay-per-view, correct?
Yes. Is this on Saturday or Sunday?
I don't know, honestly. That's a good question. That's a great question, pal. Great question. Let's see.
Great shit, pal.
AEW Revolution.
Sunday.
Oh, great. I gotta stay up late and watch that shit show. All right. Updated standings for wrestling. Dub in first with 14. Jeremy, 13 points. Gray and Parrot both have 12. Myself and Peapod both have 11. And Cody has 8. He could be at 11 if he picked last week.
There's a damn dog that won't leave me alone in that park.
Just punt it like Baxter.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yes, he is. All right. So, open it up. Sting's final match and Darby Allin, tag team champs, with Ric Flair against Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
I mean, it's Sting's last match, and they're the champions. Like, I mean, the Young Bucks they got to win this, right? It doesn't really make sense.
I think Sting retires as the tag champ. I think he can.
I mean, he could, but it is the Young Bucks. You know that Sting will want to put him over, and they'll be like, okay, we'll take it. Yeah, I'm going the Bucks here.
Nah, I'm going the Sting and Darby. I don't think they've lost.
Exactly.
I still don't think they're going to lose. I don't think he goes out last match with an L. Sorry, I skipped Parrot.
Sting's
I thought you ate dinner like 2 hours ago.
Sting's the last old school guy, man. He's the last guy putting people over in his last match.
Apparently, he didn't eat 2 hours ago.
I did. I'm just eating it again.
You fat fuck.
It's the leftover burger.
I'm just kidding. You weigh like 160 pounds.
Doesn't mean you're not fat.
200 pounds, actually.
No way. You actually hit 200?
I don't know. I'm close.
Weighed me today. I'm 185. Heaviest I've been in my life.
You? God, I haven't seen 185 since 6th grade, probably.
That's usually what I hover around.
Yeah, they said my BMI was still in normal range, which is wild. So,
Yeah, I like being fat.
I'm a fat ass.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to tell you, by the way, because I thought of you. I was at the casino on Saturday, and we went to Bar. So we were going to go to Regala, but couldn't.
When were you at the casino on Saturday?
6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I left at like 4.
Yeah, we had dinner at Barstool, just Sportsbook is what it says now. Barstool sign is gone. And
ESPN
then
bet book.
Yeah, the bet book. We had, what did I have? I had the Buffalo Southwest chicken wrap or whatever it was. It's pretty good.
Oh, very good.
And then and went and my neighbors, they played some slots and lost. I put what did I put? Like, I think I had 50s and 100s. I think I put 100 in a machine, got it up to 175 within like a minute and a half, and said, "All right, I'm done."
There you go.
My $75 set them up.
Making money.
They're like, really? Feel bad? I'm like, no, I made money. I'm good. Now I'm gonna drink free pop.
Yeah, that's a
won back my dinner money.
I just bankrupted the casino.
Yeah, I won. They
not?
lost. They still got me on the food though. So, but yeah, Parrot.
Give me Sting.
Sting.
Sting
All right.
Darby.
Orange Julius versus Roderick Strong with Matt Tavern and Mike Bennett. By the way, Peapod is taking Sting and Darby Allin.
Oh, then it's definitely going to be the Young Bucks if Peapod's on him. He's gotten roasted the last few AEW pay-per-views because he's not a true fan.
True.
All right. OC and Roddy Strong for whatever one of their 97 belts they have. I don't even know
International Championship.
who the hell's Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. I don't even know those guys.
Mike Bennett's Maria Canellis. Is that?
No, their husband.
Yeah. Isn't her name Maria Bennett in real life?
Oh yeah, good call. Good call. I don't even know who Roderick Strong is actually. So
Roderick Piper.
is that who you're going with?
I'm just telling you that's his name.
Oh, okay. I think that was Toombs, but
Oh, my bad. He was in WWE and NXT, Roderick Strong.
let's just say it. Name sounds familiar.
Oh my God. Did you, by the way, we'll get down to it later. Fuck it. It's my pick. Fuck. Give me Orange Cassidy.
So I was waiting on you.
Peapod's taking Roderick Strong, by the way.
I want Orange Cassidy.
I feel like this dude's had this belt forever. So I'm gonna go with Strong as well. I'll go with Peapod here. I don't like it, but I will.
Samoa Joe, your heavyweight champ, in a three-way match with Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. Swerve's getting that belt eventually.
He's got to. And I would think it's going to be here. He's just gotten so much, and that's where I wanted to go. But it seems like triple threats always end with the champion keeping the belt. And it seems like Joe just does that. So I'm going to stick with Joe here.
Parrot?
Give me, what was that? Adam what?
Adam Page.
Yeah, give me Adam Page.
Good luck. Joe. Joe for Peapod.
In the pod. All right.
Timeless Tony Storm versus Deanna Peruzzo for the Women's World Championship. Peapod has Tony Storm. I am also going Timeless Tony Storm.
Parrot.
Tony Storm.
I am also going with Tony Storm. What's next here? We got Edwin Kingston. This is there's like 800 champion here, Continental Crown Championship against Bryan Danielson. If Danielson loses, he has to shake Kingston's hand. Wow, sounds like a really crazy stipulation there. Man. I think Kingston got to lose that belt, so I'm going Danielson.
Well, he's holding 3 belts, so I'm going to stick with Eddie.
Well, it's Parrot's pick, not yours.
Still going with Eddie.
I'm going with Eddie too.
Sorry, Parrot.
And the pod?
Peapod is going Eddie.
Eddie as well. All right. So you guys think he's going to be shaking his hand in just the craziest of stipulations?
Yep. And next match, which will be your match of the night, some new Japan bangers. I can't wait to watch this one, actually. Will Ospreay against Konosuke Takeshita.
I would say take a Sheeta.
Take a Sheeta.
Who does Mr. Pod have?
Ospreay.
Will? Yeah, I figured so. I think that should be. There ain't no way this motherfucker is gonna lose.
There's no way Ospreay's losing. There's just no fucking way.
There's zero chance. This is his first. This is his first match that he's actually signed with them. He's not coming over and some other bullshit. So if they have him lose here, you know that old TK is off his rocker. But Parrot, who are you going with?
Well, if he can't lose, give me Ospreay.
So he'll lose now.
Let's hope not.
Ospreay for me as well. I agree. No way he's losing. AEW TNT Championship singles match. Christian Cage, your champion, with Killswitch, Mother Wayne, and the Prodigy Nick Wayne versus Daniel Garcia.
Which, by the way, did you watch that promo when he said oh my God, I'll find it.
Oh, the one that you sent. I didn't see the promo, but
oh my God,
I saw the text.
I'll find it. The text was awesome when you Google what it was.
Yeah, I mean, Christian Cage is monster heel. I think he's going to keep. He's got 3 guys in his corner, which will probably all get kicked out of ringside, but he'll find a way to keep the belt. So give me Cage here.
Yep, I'm gonna Ozzy. Oh, here you go.
5 entrees and
Keep it down, I said. We both know why you're the way you are, don't we, Daniel? I know something that these people don't know. People don't know that you had a pretty dark childhood, didn't you, Daniel? You didn't have so many happy memories, did you? Hey, I have a question for you. Do you know a Jackie Garcia that lives at 2 Baker Court in Buffalo, New York?
So
Can you confirm to me that Jackie was married to David Garcia?
So Parrot, he gave Jackie Garcia her address. The address is a fucking cemetery.
Oh my God, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Look it up. You're like, oh shit.
Brutal. Old
Yeah, that
school.
is-
That's old school wrestling right there. Old school heat. Because the crowd doesn't even know. I don't even know why they reacted. None of those dumb turds have any idea. Fake ass smart fans.
They were probably just reacting that he gave out an address live, though.
That is also possible. But yeah, Christian Cage and Daniel Garcia there, Parrot.
Give me the Garcia.
All right. Gray.
Christian. Peapod's also got Christian.
All right. We have some movement here.
Yes, we did. The Meat Madness match is not happening. It's going to be an all-star scramble. Don't know who's in it yet, but we'll get that when we have it.
Thank
And then
God, because no one wanted to see a Meat Madness match.
And so the other match in this, FTR, Dax Hardwood, and Cash Wheeler versus the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli.
Who does Mr. Pod have?
Mr. Peapod has the Blackpool Combat Club, BCC.
And you, sir?
I'm gonna yeah, give me them as well.
Parrot.
I agree.
I'll go with them too. Why not? Why not? So the BCC so far across the board.
So far. All right. So going into UFC this weekend, March 2nd from the Apex in Las Vegas, UFC Fight Night. Were you left or right last week? I forget.
I was right last week, so we're going to the left, which means you get left for the pay-per-view next week.
Perfect.
And maybe I should have taken the right. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. We're in the Apex. Early start time. I think it's like a 1:00 start time, by the way. Main card starts at 4 in Vegas. Lightweight bout. Small favorite, -162 from the United States. Abdul Kareem Al-Sawadi. Not to get confused with Kareem Abdul. Abdul Kareem.
Underdog +136 from Tajikistan, Luke Radzagabov.
Another lightweight bout from Slovakia, Ludovic Klein.
And from the United States, drafted in the first round by the Buffalo Bills, AJ Cunningham.
And a middleweight bout from England, the -298 favorite, Christian Leroy Duncan.
+240 dog from Brazil, Claudio Castagnoli Ribeiro.
A bantamweight bout. Big underdog from Canada, plus 500. Iman Zahavi.
I have never seen one this big. Minus 700
What she
favorite. Javid Basserhat.
A bantamweight bout from Brazil, Vinicius Oliveira. Wow, these names are fucked today.
And from Francais, Giannis Gamori.
In a middleweight bout, minus 425 favorite from the United States, Eric Anders.
Plus 330 dog from the United States, Jamie Pickett.
And to your main card, a flyweight bout, the number 9th ranked flyweight from the United States, Matt Schnell.
From Australia, from down under, Steve Urseg.
In a bantamweight bout, the number 13th ranked bantamweight from Mother Russia, Umar Nurmagomedov.
From Kazakhstan, Beksat Almakan.
In a flyweight bout, the number 7th ranked flyweight, a plus 285 underdog from the United States, Alex Perez.
And a minus 360 favorite from the United Kingdom, Muhammad Makev.
He's a bad mamma jamma. Light heavyweight bout, finally. We never get light heavyweight bouts that much anymore. Light heavyweight bout, minus 305 favorite from Brazil, Vitor, not Belfort, Petrino.
And from Australia, plus 245 dog, Tyson Chicken Pedro.
And your main event of the evening, a heavyweight bout, plus 136 dog from Suriname, the number 12th ranked heavyweight, Jairzinho Rosenstruck.
And from Bahrain, Rusev's brother, minus 162 favorite, Shamil Gaziev. I swear to God, that's Rusev.
Oh, man, that's good. That's great. That's great shit. That's
What's his
great
actual
shit.
name?
Shamil?
No, Rusev.
Oh, his real name's probably like Bob or something like that.
No, whatever he goes by in AEW is Miro.
Yeah, Bob. That's his real name's Bob.
Miroslav Petrov. Barney
Yeah.
Yashiev.
Yeah, so it should be a good fight night. You got some good fights on this card. The card this last weekend, I always put in a dollar parlay on every single fighter, just money line. I started 11-0, lost the last two fucking fights.
What would that have won paid out?
It was $1 to win, like, I think it was like 348 or something like that.
No shit.
Yep. Yeah, I had and I had Ruel Rosas, and that fight was actually canceled because he was sick. So that was obviously voided. So I was 11-0 going into that fight. It was voided. Then they went right to the co-main. I lost that because who was it? Or Brian Ortega looked really good. I just was worried after a year and a half off of rust, and he didn't have any. He looked good. And then Brandon Moreno ended up losing in a split decision. Brandon Moreno ended up losing in a split decision.
Was it the right call?
I'm not going to lie. After I lost, I didn't give a shit. So I watched the first 2 rounds and I fell asleep. I was all amped up and yeah, you know.
So now they're going to have Moreno, Royval 3.
Probably not anytime soon, I would think, but I could see it happening. I mean, from what I read, from some of the MMA experts, they said that he just didn't Moreno just didn't look right. Like it was almost like he was nervous fighting in Mexico and just, to win, just put on a show sort of deal. But from the 2 rounds I saw, I mean, it was probably 1-1, honestly. I think Roval won the first and Moreno won the second. And I fell asleep because I didn't give a shit anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. If Ortega lost that fight, I was hedging my bet. I was putting on Roval money line because he was like plus 350. So I wouldn't even had to put that much down to meet that. I would have had to put down like
$100.
not even. It would have been like 85 or something like that. So,
Either way,
but
you're winning some cash.
but whatever, it's all good. Can't win them all, so I'll try again this week, just like I do every week.
Need to check that out sometime. All right. I think that's it for this show. Perry, you got anything to add? How were your adventures?
My adventures were fun. Florida was fun, except for the rain. A lot of driving. People in Florida are dicks.
And we got a new Parrot mobile up here for shows.
Yes.
New bird wagon. Bird pulls up next to me today so I can give him a plate so he can not get pulled over with a Georgia plate. Now he's got the Oklahoma plate in the bird wagon. That truck though, when it pulled up, I'm like, man, that does not look like an 07. It just doesn't.
No, I mean it's in very good shape.
It's a Lincoln Mark Bear pickup truck 07.
Yeah.
So it's a glorified Ford.
It is, but it's sharp looking truck.
The dude took care of it.
Yes, he did.
Lincoln Mark, classy.
So the bird, we'll see him soon. We're gonna have some shows coming up in April. We have either 4 or 3. We're gonna see. It's a busy month for old Parrot and Gray. Well, Parrot will be at 2. He's got to, have a kid or something.
That's what I've heard.
So that's what he heard, and we're gonna end it with that.
That's good.
Thanks to Wes Anderson. Thank you to Our Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Paper Denim Art, Great Key Merch, Sparty Steve, and Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of my sorrows with my last 2 UFC losses.
I'm taking in all the glory with my NASCAR and PGA place right now, and I'm gonna take it all in.